Do you want to automate all of your Instagram posts like a pro? Well, stick around because in this video, we're going to go through every single step from bulk creating your Instagram posts and using Canva through to using make.com to automate the actual posting process. And you can even generate that every single day. So you have a new fresh post that you don't even have to think about. Stick around and find out more. Okay, so here we are at the computer, and you can see this prompt that I put into ChatGPT. You're a social media content producer with expertise in generating compelling SEO optimized viral content. Now, this is going to be for my dog blog. I want to have a bunch of quotes that are dog related. There he is. And that I would like to be able to post to my Podorable Finds Instagram account. So I've given it some examples, but the key here is that I wanted it to be converted to a CSV file, and that's going to become really important here. So as you can see, it shows here, download dog quotes CSV. So you click on that, and here you go. You've got this incredible just CSV file that we can now take over to Canva. First, when we go into Canva, we're going to create a new project, which is going to be just Instagram post, just a square one. And for the templates, we type in quote, and there's a bunch of different types. These pro ones you've got to pay for, but let's choose a free one, which is what we're going to choose. It's just the free template. It's easy breezy, and it really is quite plain, but it's exactly what we need. And this works really well on so many accounts. And what we can do is just change the font if you want. You can change the size of the font, the typeface, and you can change pretty much everything in here. Now, what you're going to want to do is set this up in a way that kind of works for you. So at the bottom, I always recommend that you put in your own sort of handle there. And again, you can change up all of these fonts. Now, one of the things that's going to be really important here, because if you recall from the CSV file, we actually had two columns. So one thing I'm going to create here is a separate, so I'm just going to take that piece there and I'm going to duplicate it. There it is, the duplication button. So with the duplication, what I can do, and the whole plan here, is that we've got the quote and the author's name because I have both. So I'm just going to type in author in this section. It doesn't matter. It's not aligned just yet. I'm going to move it down in case that drove you completely bananas. The other thing I'm going to do is just kind of move it around to where I want it. And I'm going to change the font for this as well. So you just go up where it said Maven Pro. And I like some of these more scrolly typefaces or whatever, because it looks more like a handwritten name, right? Like a signature almost. So I want to move that to where I'd like for it to be. And you can do the same thing, just kind of get it lined up where you want it to be. And center this one. There, I like to be a little bit more centered in the page. There you go. So this is really it. So that's to really set up. Next thing is we're going to go into apps and we're going to connect our data from the CSV file. So from apps, we click on bulk create and then enter data manually. So see this handy dandy little chart. Now we're going to go back over to our CSV file. Here we are in our CSV file. Now the most important part of this CSV is that we don't click on row 1 because we're not going to be putting those into the file, right? So we're just going to select all of this, copy it, and then back in this section here that we just left from Canva, we are going to paste that information right on top. So now you see there's this name section and an email section because we didn't change the names of the columns, which is fine. It doesn't really matter. Click on the quote itself, and the trick here is to right click. Click on the quote itself, right click, and then click connect data. And then see where it has name. That's the first column that we had. We do the same for the author. That was our second column, which was called email. We probably should have changed the titles, which is fine. So we see name, email, and now all we have to do is generate design. And so every single quote that we had, all 30 of them, they're all showing up here. Now you can see that some of the alignment is a little bit off here and there, but a quick scroll through, and you can just make sure that everything is lined up how you want it to be lined up. And there you go. Now you can change, again, the colors of the fonts. You can change the font, all of that. But now you've got 30 new unique posts. Personally, for my brand, now this is a trick. If you want to do this as well, this is kind of a bonus tip, is sometimes you might want to change the background. So I've got a bunch of images that I've uploaded. These are background designs that I've created myself. If you would like a tutorial on how to create your own background, leave a comment. But see, it's really simple to add the background. You just kind of drag and drop. And then when you want to change the font, you can click change all at the bottom there. So you can change if you've got brand colors, or if you feel that there's another color that might pop better against the background, which I do here. I didn't think that my brand green worked, so I went for a slightly different one, but I changed all. The key with that is that now I want to change the color of that because I don't need red. I'm going to change it to this color here. Again, change all. So every single page is going to have the new coloring. Problem is the background doesn't hit everything, so you've got to sort of drag and drop each picture as a new background, and it just snaps into place. Isn't that great? So there you go, and I've got all kinds. I've got 15 different backgrounds, so I can just keep doing this so that it is an extra step. It doesn't take long, but for me, I find that it just fits into my brand a lot better. And yeah, so let me know what you think about that. But this is what it looks like. All of these dogs are just so adorable. Okay, so from here, from Canva, now we're going to switch over to make.com, and this is where the automation magic happens. And we are going to connect everything that's from here in Canva over to make.com. So in make.com, we're going to create a new scenario, just that upper right-hand corner there. First thing is tools, and then it's going to be the incremental functions. We want incremental to be never, because we just want this to select one image at a time from Canva. So now we're going to connect our Canva, upload an image. So now we connect it to our Canva, and we're looking for upload, import a design, import a design. So then once you've imported your design, you're going to choose your folder. Now, unfortunately, I don't have this in a folder. It's just a blank one. So from there, the design ID is going to be the dog quotes, which is what we're going to have to name it. Type is going to be PNG. And the height we're going to change to 1,000 with 1,000. Right there. And then at the bottom, the pages is going to be linked to this first thing in tools, and it's that 1, 1. So these are the increments, and that's going to be the names of all of these. So now that we have everything set up in Canva, from Canva, now we need to add another module. So we'll click on that, and we're going to look for is our Google Drive. There it is. Click on Google Drive, and what we need to do is upload a file. So we're going to upload that file from Canva. So here, it's probably easy, just in the search modules at the bottom there, just we're going to go in there and type it in, up, and there we go, upload a file. So click on that, make sure you have your connection, and so we're going to select from the list the folder. So hopefully you have a folder or set up a folder in your Google Drive. And I have one, Instagram posts. So the file name is going to come from the tools. Remember, it's that one right from the very beginning. But it's important to type in .png here. This is really important because we need it to be a PNG file. And then the data is going to come from Canva. That's easy breezy. So now we've uploaded this file to Google Drive. Well, we haven't until we run the scenario. Now we need to create an API connection. So there, just type in API in the search field. You've got your link already. The URL, just copy this v3/files or /v3 files and just paste it in there. The method is going to post. So we're going to want this to post, right? And then we just skip kind of this area, and the body is going to be back from the Google Drive, and we're going to put in the web link, or the path, sorry, we put in parentheses, in quotes, path, colon, and then open quote, and we're going to say the name here, and we're just going to click on that from this list. It's the second one down. Close your quotes and close the parentheses, and then click OK. And there we go. Okay. Now we're going to add another module, and this one is going to be our ChatGPT, because we need to now generate the caption, right? So we're going to go in here, click on, you might have to search for it. So ChatGPT, OpenAI, there it is. And this one is going to be analyze an image, because we want to analyze the image to generate the caption. So here is a prompt that I have. And I will leave that in the description as well. Just copy that and paste it here. You're going to have to clean it up, because sometimes it gets real messy when it's in here, but you just got to go through, clean it up, etc. I sometimes find that it's easier. That was in a Google Doc. Sometimes I find it easier if it's actually in a Word document. It seems to copy a little bit more cleanly, not brilliantly, but a little bit more cleanly. So you kind of go through. But here's the prompt itself. So you have the role, you're a professional Instagram caption writer, specialized in compelling and engaging proof. You've got the tasks, your specifics, the context, and definitely want to have some examples in there, and then any notes. By referencing, you provide only the caption. So that's what we've pasted in here. Now that that's done, we want to choose, that's our prompt, we want to choose the model. So we're going to say GPT-4o. If you have it, we're going to increase the max tokens to 1,000. That should be plenty. And then we're going to just click OK. Oh, I forgot to add the image. We definitely need to have the image, and that's going to come back from the first Google Drive that's flashing, and that is the web content link. So it's the web content link that we have. There we go. Now, before we go anywhere, we're going to just kind of right click. We're not going to delete that. We're going to rename it just to Vision Captions, just so that we see what that is. Click OK. So we know what's happening there. And now we're going to run once. I just really want to run this to make sure that everything works and it's in fine working order. So Canva took a minute. Google Drive, it's uploaded. That took seconds. I'm not fast forwarding here at all. And ChatGPT, that was pretty darn quick as well. So now if we look in the number one in the upper right-hand corner, you can see what the output is. And I'm pretty happy with this. This looks fine. There's hashtags and a little caption. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the final step, and we're going to link this to Instagram. So we're going to do it for our Instagram for Business account, which is right there. There it is. And we are going to create a photo post. Make sure that you have your connection. So I've got that, my Podorable Finds. So from here, we're going to put in our photo URL, which is going to come from the Google Drive. And that's going to be the web content link. And then the caption is what we just generated. It's the results from ChatGPT. There we go. Now we've got our Instagram all connected, and we're going to go back now, and we're going to click Run Once. Let's see what happens. Takes a second from Canva. This is all going to be done in real time. Hands off the keyboard. That's it. This is all being done in real time. Google Drive. This is taking a little bit longer than it did before. That's okay. Oh, it's done. Make an API call took seconds. And then the vision captions. How long is ChatGPT going to take? Done. That was done. And now we're going to post to Instagram. Oh, and here we go. Here comes the truth. Let's go back. Let's go over now to Instagram to see how this works. We're over in Instagram. And there we go. I can see it right there. Happiness is a warm puppy. Isn't that cute? And there's the captions with the hashtags. And there we go. That looks so adorable. So I'm really, really happy with this. And if I can get one of these posted every single day, that will be phenomenal. So the last thing we can do is we can schedule this to run on a regular basis. So if I want to do this, it already is defaulted to regular intervals, but I'm going to say every day. We can say on demand as well. Time 10:29. I'm going to just change that to 10:30 because 10:29 is weird. We can look at your advanced settings. So if you want to set a start date and an end date, you can do that as well. I've only got 30, but there we go. Click OK, and then turn it on. And voila, you're done. You've got your automation set. Now, setting up the automation might take a few minutes, and it may seem like it's a little bit daunting, but honestly, once you get the hang of it, then you've got it. You'll have it forever. The other thing is, too, you're not limited to 30 postings. I've just started with that, and I think it's a good way to start is just sort of incrementally, month by month. But if you have a different content strategy, that's cool, too. This will work. Now, next week, I am going to attempt doing this for Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. You could also repurpose this, of course, for TikTok, but TikTok, I don't think there is an automation in make.com. TikTok is a little funny with having those sorts of automations anyway. But yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what you think, if this is something you're going to use. And of course, any of the things that I've used, the prompts, etc., all of that is going to be linked in the description below, as well as links to Canva and make.com. And if you enjoyed this, please do hit the subscribe and like button. It does help my channel. And if you want to see more content like this, don't forget the little bell icon as well. Until next time, thanks so much and happy prompting.